the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Owls offense will get the first swing of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways.
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give on the option. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's got it on the right. Sweet cut there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and routing to the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a man in the middle. Oh, he's got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. Give out of the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Sets up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now the throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was...
Breaks into the open. That's That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He's going to take off. Turns it on at midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for the score. Give him 6. Touchdown, Owls. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at our front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Harvin. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got his man quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside is 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like that.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll ride Davis here. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I bet.
Touchdown, Owls! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in the run.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock.
Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And, guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Davis.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Give to the running back. Turning it on! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They're going to ride this running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Makes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Florida Atlantic trying to get it in from the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to barrel in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs through a tackle. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. He wants a big play here late. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
Get it out to the supersonic guy. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the right. Runs through the tackle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Punch it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to Davis. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
So now on comes the field goal unit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.